Hello everyone, welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. Today's recipe is an exciting one for chocolate explosion muffins. And yes, these are muffins, not cupcakes. And they're best classified as a dessert muffin, or they're great for having with a tea in the afternoon. So let's gather some ingredients together and preheat our oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Then heavily grease the bottom, the sides, and the top of your muffin tin. So now let's get right to making the batter. You'll need a large bowl and spoon. And we'll start by adding 1½ cups of all-purpose flour. Then add 3/4 cup of white sugar. Add 1/3 cup of cocoa. 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and 3 teaspoons of baking powder. So when making muffins, you don't want to overmix them. That's why we'll use a bowl and a spoon. Mix the dry ingredients together and make a little well in the middle. Then add 1¼ cup of milk. Then 1/2 cup of canola oil. Then we add 1 egg and 1 egg yolk that's been slightly beaten. Then take the large spoon and mix it together just until it's moist. And your muffin batter will still be a little bit lumpy, but that's how it should be. So be careful not to overmix. And it should look something like this. Pour approximately 2 tablespoons of muffin batter into the bottom of each muffin cup. This batter recipe will make enough for about 12 medium-sized muffins. Now you'll reserve the rest of the batter to pour on top after we add the fillings. So I'll show you 4 variations of recipes that go really nicely with these chocolate muffins. I use an electric mixer to mix this so that it's nice and creamy. Now on to doing a sweetened and creamy peanut butter filling. Add about 2 heaping tablespoons of peanut butter to your small bowl. Then add 3 tablespoons of icing sugar to it. And once again use the electric mixer and beat it until it's light and fluffy. And this tastes something like the inside of a peanut butter egg at Easter time. So there you have it, option number 2. Now on to doing strawberry jam, about 2 tablespoons of clear jam with no fruit in it. Now what I do with this is I add a little bit of coconut. It's up to you how thick you'd like it, but I would suggest about half the amount of coconut that you add in jam, so maybe a good tablespoon of coconut. Now the 4th option is really simple. It's just Nutella. And the amounts that you would need for that would depend on how many muffins you're going to do this way. Now I have enough filling here that'll do more than 12 muffins, so I just wanted to let you know that if you're using all 4 of these, you would probably want to do 2 dozen muffins and double your recipe for your batter. So choose whatever filling you want to put into the middle of these. But whatever it is, it's 1 teaspoon of filling per muffin. For the sake of the video, I'm going to be doing all the fillings up and show you what it looks like inside of each muffin. Okay, so now that we have the filling in there, we just have to top it up with the rest of the batter. So try to evenly distribute the chocolate batter over the top of each of these. Place your muffins on the middle rack in a preheated oven at 375 degrees. Set your timer for about 17 minutes. That's how long it took in my oven, but everybody's oven is a little bit different. And you can assess them just by touching them lightly on the top. If they spring back, they're done. Testing them with a toothpick doesn't work as good because they have the moist filling inside. And while they're yet warm, you can just loosen the edges a little bit with a butter knife. But do not attempt to take them out of the pan until they're completely cool. Because they have a filling inside, they just fall apart if they're hot when they're removed from the pan. So once they've cooled down completely, you can remove them from each of the muffin tins. And you may need to use a fork to loosen the edges a bit before removing them. But they actually come out quite easily once they're cooled off. So let's take and slice each of these open and see what the inside looks like after it's baked. Now to finish it off nicely, you can decorate the tops by giving a little hint of what might be in the inside. Especially if you're using more than one filling. This way you can keep track of which ones are which. And you can start by using any leftover filling that you might have. And you can top it off with any accents that would help accentuate it. Decorate it on top if you want to, but you don't really have to either. These are delicious with or without any topping. And if you want, you can dust it with a little bit of icing sugar as well. But chocolate muffins sound good all on their own. But these ones are special because of the burst of flavor that comes from the explosion of the filling inside. So these are kind of fun and exciting, and absolutely delicious. And if you enjoyed today's video, please like and comment in the comment section. And thanks so much for supporting this channel. And until next time, happy eating!